But first tonight, the Western Task Force, comprising representatives of the police, business community and government officials, have lifted a temporary suspension on operations of scrap metal dealers. The task force met with scrap metal business operators in Lautoka this afternoon. Scrap metal licenses were earlier temporarily suspended due to widespread theft of infrastructure and assets belonging to major service providers in the country, such as Telecom Fiji Limited and Fiji Electricity Authority. Commissioner Western Choeli Dawaki says there are several conditions to the lifting of the suspension.
We've given them a list of things that they need to do, and we are giving them until this Friday and also next Friday for us to come in and do another check and see if they allow for them to align themselves to the requirement of the decree.
30 acres of mangroves will be destroyed if a proposed development at Raunimbota Bay in the Bay of Islands in Lami goes ahead. A group of residents met today to raise their concerns about the impact of such a development on the environment and the communities who depend on the natural resources for their livelihood. Devna Ryan with the details.
Residents like Semi Nambungi were unaware of the proposed development first highlighted by FBC News more than a week ago.
We have been using this place as a source of food and means of earning a living. By destroying these mangroves, it will be quite tough on us in terms of getting food or even earning an income.
A group of residents and supporters calling themselves the Bay of Islands Preservation Group claim the land in question covers 30 acres of prime mangrove and it is host to the last remaining resource of mangroves located within the Suva Hava.
People that we invited here today, residents of the area, didn't know anything about this until they received the invitation, until they were told about it by the members of the Bay of Islands Preservation Group.
The Environment Law Association wants proper consultations to take place regarding such developments.
That communities who will be affected by the developments in the Suva Harbour here in Raunimbota Bay have not been consulted is a concern.
Director Environment Chope Davatini Valu said he would release a statement later. PVS in an earlier statement said it has complied with all statutory requirements and is working actively with the Lands Department regarding securing a foreshore lease. It said it was unfortunate that a small group of residents in the area are unaware of the facts surrounding the development and welcomed them to contact PVS to learn more about what it called the positive impact the development offers to the surrounding area. This is a proposed site where Pacific Building Solution intends to cut 11 acres of mangroves, and they are planning to build their headquarters and other offices. Devna Ryan, FBC News.
China Railway 5 and Technofab, the two foreign contractors hired to carry out upgrade works on the sewage systems in the Great Suva areas, are complying with orders to pay the FMPF contributions of local workers. As Mika Longa reports, the Water Authority has given them deadlines to comply with the laws that governs workers' rights.
China Railway 5 and Technofab are being paid jointly by the ADB and the Fiji government. China Railway 5 is working hard to pay the FNPF contributions of its current workers and those who have already left the company before the 31st November deadline. And it is willing to reimburse current workers once they register with the FNPF.
We already promised the FNPF we haven't paid for the local workers, we will pay back to them.
New Delhi engineering company Technofab is relieved that it was able to disclose all FNPF details of its workers before deadline given to the company on Wednesday last week. It was given 2 days to comply with the orders from the Water Authority.
They have to check every time, maybe every month, every twice a month, they have to check from the contractors and then see everything is going right, the laborers they are getting their right or not.
China Railway has vowed to be in the good books by paying all FNPF contributions by the end of the month.
Everything can be settled. That's no problem, without a doubt.
If they're not going to check on the contractors are going to do the bad thing.
I think there's a simple message in Fiji. Don't cheat, you'll get caught.
The Water Authority is sticking by its word. The companies must not deviate from their promises or else. Mika Longa, FBC News.
A Como man has again raised his concerns about how he has been treated by the Health Ministry. Last month, Maraiwai Vakatalai was interviewed by FBC News in regards to his concerns on services provided to him at Lakemba Hospital before paying for his own fare to be admitted at the CWM Hospital. Maraiwai claims the airfare that was paid by the Health Ministry was used by the nurse accompanying him. Apisalomi Doka reports.
Maraiwai Vakatalai claims after lodging his first complaint with the ministry a month ago, he received another call from the ministry to visit their office in Turek, Suva.
Serema Watu from the Health Ministry headquarters told me that they have directed from the top to pay off my fuel money and be handed a letter of apology.
Vakatalai was very ill in Como a few months back and was told by health authorities at Lakemba to look for his own transportation and they would repay the fuel on arrival. Upon arrival, Vakatalai claims they were only given 20 liters of fuel as the other 20 liters was taken by the nurse in Como. Last week, he was called again by the Health Ministry to pick up his fuel money and a letter of apology. Upon arrival, he was only given $40 and no letter of apology.
I'm very concerned with how the Ministry of Health has treated me. It's a government ministry and they should not treat us like this. I know that the government in power wants all services to the people to be the best.
Health Deputy Secretary Public Health Dr. Joe Kroigueta confirms they are now looking into the matter. Apisalomi Doka, FBC News.